Can you guys believe this? Look at this. The Infinite Warfare reveal trailer, 341,000 dislikes, over 341,000 versus 182,000 likes. Is this the start of something major for COD? Are they going to have to change? I'm going to talk about what I think would be the ultimate edition of COD. So stay tuned for more, guys. Gamer with Lyme here, and I got some Team Deathmatch on Redwood for you guys to watch while I talk about this subject here. So guys, there's been lots of talk basically about the fact of the new Infinite Warfare. Everybody's hating it, everybody's disliking it, everybody's saying, you know, they don't want something that's advanced. Basically people are saying, you know, we're not being listened to. They talk about it being like Titanfall, Halo, all these different things. Now there was actually a video released from HoloPoint earlier, and he was actually talking about all the actual dislike comments. He was actually going through the comment section and reading exactly what some people were saying. So there's a lot of people that are not happy with this actual version of COD. Now, as for the Modern Warfare itself, the actual remake, there's tons of people that are happy about that. So, I mean, the community's been asking for a new COD, or not a new COD, but actually an old remaster of the COD for the Xbox One and PS4 for quite a while. So, at least that is coming out. Now, the only stipulation is the fact that you do have to actually buy Infinite Warfare to actually get it. So now there's actually even a petition out that is stating the fact that they want Infinity Ward to actually release this game separate. That you will not have to buy the other version of the Infinite Warfare to actually purchase the remastered edition. So currently there are no plans to sell the remastered edition just by itself. Now maybe that'll change in the future, but for the time being that's the way it's going to be, and probably that's the way it's going to stay, unless something major happens. So the big thing is that, you know, every single year we have a brand new Call of Duty come out. And it's like the same thing every year. It's the fact that everybody says, you know what, Call of Duty just gets a little bit worse. Every single year they're getting off their mark. It's not what Call of Duty actually is. Which in a sense, I mean, I agree, you know. But you have to remember that everybody has their own tastes and dislikes. And that's the problem. You're not dealing with, you know, a couple individuals. You're dealing with a big, humongous group of individuals who absolutely love Call of Duty for what it is. And what it has actually become. Not, you know, for some of us who started out when Call of Duty first come out, maybe some of the people don't actually like that. So the new actual Call of Duties appeal to them. So that's where the problem lies, is the fact that, you know, we're getting to that point where it's just the fact that everybody has a different taste for the game, what they exactly like. Now, I know some people, too, are unhappy about the fact of the actual supply drops. They feel like it's being turned into a pay-to-play system, which, you know, there's a lot of people that actually enjoy it. You know, I personally don't. I'm not going to spend a ton of money on COD points to actually get certain things in supply drops. To me, a certain weapon, I'll grind away and work for it, but I'm not going to actually go ahead and pay for it. That's just not going to be the way I work. I already pay for the game, I pay for the DLC, and average for everything else. I mean, I'm just not an individual that's going to actually do that, unless it's something spectacular in a game. But as for, you know, I want a certain weapon skin or something like that, to me it's just not worth it. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to see me spend tons of money on something that, you know, you don't physically get to keep. All it changes is the actual perspective on a certain weapon. Doesn't make it more powerful, doesn't change the way it fires, you know, it just looks a little bit different. That's it. So like I said, and the same thing as the taunt gestures at the end. I'm not going to pay so I can have a special taunt gesture. So that way, in a sense, I can see the fact that people are sort of upset at, you know, what Call of Duty has actually become. But I mean, that's sort of how Call of Duty is actually, or not Call of Duty in general, but games are nowadays anyway. So there's a lot of games that, you know, have become pay to play. They have their base version, and then you can actually pay for additional things inside the game. And I mean, that's just part of, you know, where our gaming community has actually become, or hasn't become, but that's what it sort of went towards. So here's my opinion on what Call of Duty needs to do. Now, I don't know if it's actually possible for them to do this. I mean, I know it would take a lot of work, but it's the whole point that this would be the ultimate solution as far as I'm concerned for a Call of Duty. So here's what my thought is take the actual yearly release of Call of Duty and just chuck it out the window. Take that idea and scrap it. Now, there's lots of Call of Duty versions that certain people like. I mean, you go back and look at the old systems. I go back and look at 360, and there's still people that are playing on their 360s and PS3. I don't have PS3, so I don't know how busy it is, but I do find matches on Xbox 360 still. And, you know, it's just the fact that people have upgraded their consoles to Xbox One, but the point is that if they had that game, they would still be playing it. So I honestly think that what we need to do is we need to get rid of the yearly COD releases and make it so it's an actual release of just Call of Duty. And what happens is, with this Call of Duty, you have new maps that are going to be added continuously. So, I mean, right now we get a map pack, and before the next map pack is out, we're already bored of it. We're thinking to ourselves, okay, what's the next thing that's going to come out? And I think that's one of the problems, too. We're getting bored too easy with everything that we have. So, it's not so much the gameplay itself, but it's the actual new content. We're always looking for new content, and when it's not there, that's when we become bored. So I honestly think, you know, like I said, bring a Call of Duty game out, and then instead of having content that's released, you know, every or 4 times a year, make it so that there's a couple maps every single month. But here's the thing that I think would actually make the ultimate COD, is the fact that everybody has different playing styles. Everybody likes different versions of the game. So why not make it so that you actually go into a general portal, basically, or a hub, and then from there you pick your game style. So in other words, we're going to have the remaster of Call of Duty 4, and I mean the actual people are raving about it by the sounds of it. So then let's get some of these other remasters in there. And then if they want to actually release a brand new COD, then you know what, you can actually design it into the game, but there's not that much development because it just has to be something small. So in other words, you can turn Call of Duty into a big humongous franchise with several different styles of Call of Duty in it to suit everybody. And then, like I said, you're not actually putting out all that development into something that you don't know where somebody's going to absolutely love. Because the thing is that if the game comes out this year and there's a lot of people that decide they're not going to buy it, well then, I mean, does that mean that Call of Duty this year is going to be an absolute flop, like a big time failure? So at least, you know, you are actually giving back to the community what exactly they want. You're sort of listening to what they want and shaping it, and still at the same time being able to stretch beyond the normal Call of Duty. And for the people that absolutely love that, you know, like the new style of gameplay, or for example when Advanced Warfare come out and the new exoskeletons, I mean, I wasn't impressed with exoskeletons, but I mean there were certain people that did like it. So like I said, if they did something like that, that would be the ultimate Call of Duty. And instead of having it so that, you know, you buy the game and then what you do is you actually have a yearly membership to the game rather than having to purchase the game plus all the DLC. Basically, you pay a one-time fee each year, and that would actually cover everything. Or make it, you know, so that you had a base and then you actually had different, you know, DLC options on there or whatever. But the case is that I think that's what Call of Duty needs to change to, is something to develop. And like I said, a multi-universe. And also at the same time, too, you have several talks about in the works about different, you know, the PS 4K, and now there's been talk about an upgraded version of Xbox 360. And if you were to actually implement those systems so that everything was cross-platform, then we'd have the ultimate Call of Duty. So guys, that's my match here. I'm actually out of time, so let me know what your opinions are, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the match, and I'll have more videos for you up soon. Talk to you later. Bye for now.